here at the European Conservation Forum in Bonn, Germany, and I would like to ask you, what are your impressions so far?
Well, I'm certainly enjoying the forum. It's been very stimulating, I think very constructive. Lots of chat about strategy and the priorities for IUCN in the coming 4 years. Lots of talk about governance and how we can get the various elements of IUCN working together more coherently, which I think is a big challenge. Actually, I think I've had more interesting discussions in the coffee breaks than in the main sessions, but it's been very, very useful for me. I think I'll take many ideas back and implement them in my own organisation back in the UK.
What do you think are the most pressing challenges for biodiversity today, and what can your organisation do about them?
Well, I think it's quite interesting that one of the thematic programmes proposed for the one programme for IUCN is to do with food security. This is a major issue, I think, because we've got 9 billion people on the planet, 2050, and that's probably the most significant challenge. How on earth do we grow enough food to feed 9 billion people whilst at the same time achieving sustainable ecosystems? I think the concept of ecosystem health is a very interesting one here. I think if we can move towards delivering those benefits that healthy ecosystems provide, such as secure food supplies in the future, and we can demonstrate that actually nature-based solutions of food security is the way forward. I think we can start to turn around and halt biodiversity loss, but it's not going to be easy. The other major challenge, I think, is the urban agenda. I think more and more people are living in cities. More than half the population of the world now lives in towns and cities, and I think ecologists almost need to become designers in the future. We need to somehow think about creative ways of designing cities which are biodiverse, so they're livable, people can actually function in them as well as nature functioning in them. And that's a major design challenge, I think. So whilst protected areas will continue to be very important, and we must have those places where nature is in its natural state, I do think with 9 billion people on the planet, ecologists really have to think about becoming designers in the future. So that for me is the major challenge.
And in line with the one program approach, how can we strengthen the interaction between members, regional councillors and the regional office?
Well, that's a huge question, and much of the talk in the last 3 days has been thinking about how we can make the union more effective. I sit on the UK National Committee for the IUCN, and we're certainly very keen to develop IUCN programmes in the UK. I think the IUCN brand is very strong, and the various members should be using that brand. For example, when they're having meetings with ministers. I'm very interested in the European offices, particularly Brussels. I think the Brussels office could play a key role in mobilising the membership, bringing delegations of members together for key events in Brussels. Those members could then, for example, meet Commission officials, meet members of the European Parliament as the IUCN, but you're harnessing that power of the membership and the expertise within the membership, and making sure that's working for both the members and the IUCN Secretariat. So it's a challenge for the future. We need to think about how best to do that, but I think it can be done. I think that's what we need to move forward to in the next 4 years.